Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Hello Grace podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Stevens. You can find me on Ravelry as Sarah Stevens and on Instagram as Gracelyn Wool. I guess it's Gracelyn_Wool. And I'm coming to you from Spokane, Washington. It's where I live and I work and I raise my family and I do all of the things crafty here. This is a mostly knitting podcast. I am an indie dyer. I am the owner and I guess producer of Gracelyn Wool. And I also am a designer. So I do design a few patterns, knitwear designer. And that's it. That's everything. It's been about 5 weeks since I've been here, so this feels really awkward right about now. I have had one of the busiest last few weeks ever. I've had a lot of firsts for our family. My oldest daughter had homecoming in high school, and it's just, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. But in the meantime, I've started a lot of things. I've finished a lot of things, and I really want to share them with you. It's been way too long. So, let's jump on into the show. I have some drawings to do, but I'm not going to do them this podcast. I'm going to do them next podcast only because I don't have them near me. And so we have some winners to draw for next time. We have a few threads that are going to be closing pretty soon up in the Ravelry group. So if you are not a part of the group on Ravelry, it is the Gracelyn Wool podcast group on Ravelry. And we have a lot of fun things going on up there. So anyways, okay, I'm just trying to finish this last couple rows. So do we want to start with FOs or do we want to start with whips? I guess let's start with what I'm drinking. So in my World Market mug, I love this mug. I am drinking some Good Earth tea, which is my favorite tea. And I have a giant pot of it next to me, so that way when the mug runs out, then I can refill it. And I'm pretty excited about that. So let's talk about FOs first, I guess. It's always fun to see what's been finished. I don't know what order everything has been finished in. So we're just going to go with it. Okay. So first up, I finished my socks. These socks were knit cuff down on 2.0 millimeter needles. My high sharps. Nope. My Knitter's Pride Carbons. And this is my tea with biscuits and jam colorway. And the pattern is Grand Central Station Socks by Mina Phillips. I did a contrasting toe for these. And I love the way they turned out. It is the coolest texture. I've never seen anything like that before. It's like, it's not a bobble, but it raises up quite a bit. I love it. So I am loving these. I'm going to be shipping these out pretty quickly. I wanted to show you first before I did. These will not be part of my box of socks, although these very well could be my pair number 8. They're not staying with me. I'm blocking them on my sweet Loopy U sock blockers. I know I've mentioned this once before. If you do order a pair of these, they are sold singly, so make sure that you order 2 and not just 1. So that's my first FO. over the last couple weeks. My next FO is a hat. I love this hat. I designed this hat last year? This is the Olive and Jack hat. And I knit it out of the Fly colorway on Hedgehog DK. And I made this for my daughter. I don't have a pom-pom yet. It's gonna get a pom-pom. I think gray. I think it needs a gray pom-pom. Right? I'm gonna use my hair as a guide. I think it needs a gray pom-pom. Anyways, I love this pattern. It goes by super, super fast. I love this yarn. I don't know if you've ever knit with Hedgehog DK before, but it is awesome. And the Fly colorway is my absolute favorite. So I got that done. And then the last complete FO that I got done, which was a huge accomplishment for me. I got my little boxy sweater done for my middle kiddo, Caitlin. And this pattern is by Joji Locatelli. And I'm sure everybody and their brother has knit this pattern already, but I'm so happy with it. Yeah. Let's talk about this. So, Joji has multiple little boxies or boxy sweaters out. She has fingering weight versions, she has worsted weight versions, and she even has V-neck versions. I clearly just did the regular boxy, but for little people. So, the little boxy, it's meant for kids, and it is knit from the bottom up. It has got a very simple but boxy construction. The bottom half of this sweater, I decided to do it in a fade. Everybody has been fading things, and I did not. I am so bored easily. Like, I got halfway through this sweater, and I was knitting it out of the Sea Glass colorway from Graceland Wool. It's one of my colorways. And as beautiful as I like how beautiful that colorway is, I could not knit it any longer. I went through an entire skein, and I was done. So I contacted a friend of mine, and she had a skein of the Fly colorway in her stash, and so she let me purchase that from her. Sorry, my daughter has a snag. Just fixing it really quick. She let me purchase it from her, and I slowly faded it all the way in until about here, and then the rest of the sweater is knit solely in Fly. And it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. We went with shorter sleeves. They end up being about like 3/4 length sleeves on her. And originally she wanted them to be all the way long, but I made them 3/4 just to see. I told her, I said, let's just try it for a day, and if you don't like it still, then I'll pull them out and I'll make them longer. Not a big deal, but I think you're really going to like them being shorter. And sure enough, she did. She loved them shorter, and she just asked me if I'd just leave them like that. So that's all done. I am so in love with it. And it's so soft. She has found a way to wear this sweater like every single day, whether it's to school or after school. I've caught her sleeping in it twice. So you know someone is knit-worthy when they are willing to wear it all of the time on their own accord too. Like she does. It's so sweet. So that is my third finished object over the last couple weeks. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with it. Okay, I'm going through this a little fast because I have so much stuff to show you, and I really am trying to keep these episodes short because that's about as long as my attention span is. And it's a Sunday night, so I've got to get ready for work the next day, you know? Got to get stuff done. Okay, so the last thing that I finished was a half-finished object. I am working on my October socks, which I will not finish. Can you see that colorway? I really am hoping the lighting is good enough for this. Look at that. So this is just another vanilla sock of mine. I knit these cuff down with a slip stitch heel all the way down. I typically do about 60 rows on the leg, and then another 60 to 65 rows for the foot of the sock before I do the toe. This is the Zombie Love colorway. It came in a kit. So my dear friend Carrie of Freckled Whimsy originally just started out doing bags, and I love her bags. I have so many of them. And then she started dyeing yarn. And so I snagged, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 kits of hers, maybe. This is one of them. So she had these cute little zombie bags, and then this skein of yarn that is to match. I love this so much. Look at it. It's perfect. There's like no pooling whatsoever. It's perfectly placed speckles. It's just, I mean, it's beautiful. So, there we are. I love them. So that's my last finished or half finished object, I guess, over the last couple weeks. And that is a ton. That's a totally more than I ever anticipated to be able to finish. Here's the thing. I finished so many of these things, I kind of got cast-on-itis afterwards, and all I wanted to do was cast on all the things. And I did. I cast on a bunch of things. But the thing is I cast on 9 million sweaters. So, I've got quite a bit of things to show you and quite a bit of work ahead of myself as well. But before that, let's talk about my next pair of socks that I got cast on. I have a mess. I really wish you guys could see my setup right now. It's because it's so late at night. I'm sitting on my little chair, and I have 5 lamps and like this umbrella thing here, so that way I can, hopefully you can see me okay, and all my stuff all around me. Anyways, so if one pair of socks wasn't enough, I felt the need to cast on another pair. I don't know, it was in the beginning of October, and I'm making my way through those right now. I like to kind of always have 2 pairs of socks on the needles, and as I finish one, then I'll work on the next one and finish it, and then I'll go back so that I'm not bored, I guess, with the same colorway. So I'm working on these. Once again, cuff down. I don't know the name of this colorway, but it's from Woolen Boon or Woolen Bula. I don't know. It looks like Woolen Boon to me. So I've heard it pronounced a bunch of different ways. I'm not entirely sure which one is right, but it's beautiful. And if the colors aren't getting picked up with the lighting, it's got this beautiful light sugar plum and frosty gray background with these pops of greens and golds and turquoise. Not teal. It's more turquoise. Yeah. I'm making these ones shorty socks, and I'm loving them. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Once again, no pulling. And this is by Wool & Boone. I don't have the tag anymore. I always seem to lose the tags. But when this pair gets done and the other pair get done, that will be pairs number 10 and 11. 2, 4, 6, 8. No, pairs number 9 and 10. But technically 10 and 11 because I'm giving that other pair away. So I wanted to show you my socks. I don't have a box. I really wish I had a box. But I wanted to go through and show you my socks. So this is my Mercury socks. And these are out of the Combat Boots and Baby Doll Dresses colorway from Spun Right Round. Still one of my favorite colorways of all time. I need a sweater in it or something. This is another pair of Mercury socks. This is out of Wool & Vine yarns in the Fairy Hair colorway. I can't wait to wear these. These are totally my jam. These are the most beautiful mauve ever, or mauve. Mauve or mauve. Love it. Here is a pair of vanilla socks, also knit out of Spun Right Round. I wish I could remember what the name of this colorway is. It's like something boy. I don't remember. But I chose to do a contrasting toe, and it's really not contrasting. It's just a darker blue. It's like midnight blue. It's beautiful. So I got those done. This is a pair of Hermione's Everyday Socks, and this is out of a skein of Graceland wool on my glitz base. Love this. You can see the sparkles. And the Fairy Lights colorway. Love it. Okay. This, let's do this pair next. This is also a pair of Hermione's Everyday Socks. This is out of Graceland wool in the After the Storm colorway that I dyed up forever and ever ago for Diane of the Suburban Stitchers podcast in her Rainbow Along. I originally dyed this up when I was part of O Loops. So pretty. And I have since re-dyed it to go into Graceland wool. And this will become a permanent April colorway for the shop. Love that. All right, here is another pair of just vanilla socks. This is also out of Spun Right Round. This is the patina colorway. I love how it kind of striped. It almost made like stripy socks. But they're not striping. This is a pair of, I've only got 2 more pair left, you guys. This is a pair of Olivia May and Danielle socks that I wrote this pattern this year. and I love it. And this is out of my Graceland Wool's Lucy colorway. Lucy's embroidery colorway, actually, to be specific. Love this. Okay, and then the last one is my newest design. There we go. That's pretty dang accurate representation of the color. Yep. These are my Obliviate socks. And I knit these out of Dana of the Unwind Yarn Company's yarn. I don't remember the colorway that I used. Shoot, I don't remember the colorway, but it's beautiful. All her yarn is beautiful. Look at that. That is accurate right there. It's perfect. I love these socks. They have a really fun lace pattern up the back, and they have a seed stitch pattern that slowly fades away from the leg all the way down to the foot. And they are designed after Hermione Granger. Kind of everything that she goes on with her family. This represents her muggle side, and this represents her wizarding side, and I love that. So you can read more about that on the pattern page there. So I'm so excited. Okay, so those are done. What's next? My throat's dry because I feel like I'm talking a lot. And I am. And you probably hear my dryer going off like 9 million times. Okay, let's talk about Vanessa's sweater. I had some green bulky weight yarn that I dyed up forever and ever ago in my stash, and I had never done anything with it. And so I decided I would work on a sweater for Vanessa. She's my oldest kiddo, and she's a very classic Gap, Banana Republic kind of girl. So I thought, well, the oatmeal pullover was perfect. So this lighting is crazy. You are not going to see this colorway in this lighting. It is this beautiful dark green sweater. And I have all of the body. Oh, that's pretty much perfect right there. I have all of the body done. And I'm doing 3/4 length sleeves. And I just have this one sleeve left. Now, let's talk about the yarn a little bit. I did not alternate skeins. Wanna know why? Because she told me she hated this color. I love this color, so I thought, well, I'm just gonna over dye it. It's not a big deal. So I didn't alternate skeins. Didn't even worry about it. She kind of likes it now. Awesome. Now I'm gonna have to alternate skein, or not alternate skeins, but over dye anyways to kind of even out the tones. Cause look at this. It kind of like pools here, and you can definitely see that the top half is just a little bit darker. There we go. You can see the top half is just a little bit darker. Whatever. I don't know. Maybe she won't care. Maybe it won't look that bad when you get it on. But do you see my stitch marker? Can you see that? That is my my ice cream narwhal from Frosted Betty's in Canada. There we go. And it has like ice cream dribbled or drizzled on the top of its head. Anyways, super cute. I love that shop. It's probably one of my favorites, actually. So I only have one more sleeve left, and then I will be done. This sucker should have been done so long ago, but here's the thing. Bulky yarn hurts my hands a lot. Worsted weight yarn hurts my hands a lot. I, like so many people, have arthritis. And that's something that I battle with. And so bigger yarns are a challenge for me. And so it's on hold for a little while I work through a couple more projects, and then I'll come back to it. I'm hoping to have it done before Christmas. I was hoping to have it done before Christmas to begin with, so I'm not disappointed in the fact that it's almost the beginning of November and it's still not done. But it gives me about 4 weeks to get it done. So that makes me a little anxious, but not too bad yet. Not too bad yet. So, what else? Where is my... Did I bring it? Yes. Okay. So the last time we chatted, I had just cast on to my Sunset Highway. And I wanted to show you my progress. This has also been put on hold for just a little while because I have kind of had so many projects popping up and that have needed my attention. But I have made it. Oh, well, it helps when I show you where it goes. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I've made it through the whole top. I'm introducing my pink. I'm going to finish out this pink scallop. And then I'm going to be done. And then it's just going to be the gray, right? Finish out the pink and the gray. And then I'm going to be striping these two colors in. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I want to fade it in or stripe it in. I haven't decided yet. But this is So Ranunculus by Wool & Boon. See? Wool & Boon. But somebody called it Wool & Bula. I don't know. And then I have some Graceland Wool confetti cupcake. So, I'm loving this. I did not realize how much... Hold on. Hold on, friends. I'm losing stitches. Okay. I didn't realize how much I loved color work until this project. You're only ever... I think there's only a couple times that you work with 3 colors. Like just right in here. But for the most part, you're only ever working with 2 colors. And I just think it's beautiful. Now, I screwed up this pattern royally. Where it's teal. Teal is supposed to be gray and gray is supposed to be teal. But I don't care. I love it. So I think it turned out beautiful. Regardless of how I screwed it up. So I plan on jumping back. I really want to work on this while I'm at Vogue Knitting Live. I hope to get through the rest of the chart in the car on the way over there and then just be working on the body while I'm there. That's kind of my game plan because my husband is coming with me, and so it's just going to be driving time. So I can chat with him and work on the body of that. It'll be good. So I've been working on that. And guys, I still have 2 more projects to show you. What are we at? We're at half an hour. Okay. So, Tanis Fiber Arts. I've had her sweaters have been on my bucket list forever. And I was so worried that I wouldn't be able to do them because I was so intimidated by color work in the past. And so after working on the Sunset Highway, I gained up my courage and I thought, I can do this. So I cast on to a sweater for my daughter Caitlin because the first one was such a hit. I thought I need to make her another one. So she's not wearing the same sweater all of the time. I'm trying to figure out how to show this to you. This is the Christmas in July sweater. I'm working on the yoke right now. And let's see, I think I have a picture. Okay. If I hold it like this, that's what it's going to look like. Okay, it calls for 11 different colors for the yoke, and I'm not using 11. I'm using my Whimsy Kitty set, which is 7, and then I'm using an additional 2. So I'm using 9 colors because I'm just using up some scraps, but I'm in love with the way that this is coming out. It's just simple, subtle. Purples, pinks, oranges, grays, a few pops of brighter colors. And the base, the main body of the sweater, I feel like if I hold things on this side, you can see the true colors better. It's a skein of Madeline-Tosh. I actually have a full skein here. I have 2 full skeins of this. It's the Twist Light. So Madeline-Tosh, Twist Light, and this is the Dust Weaver colorway. I bought this January of 2016. I wrote on the tag, so almost a year ago, and I was going to knit a shawl out of it. But I did not. So I caked up one of them. It's funny how the cake looks so much more purple because the purples are all hidden inside. Anyways, I caked up one of these guys and it is going to be the body of the sweater. So you can see it knit right here. That's the Dust Weaver colorway. This part, all around there. I think it's perfect. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm housing that in my brand new bag from Sugar Tots. She had a little kit available, and it's like that gold metallic bottom that I love, and then these cute little squirrels and woodland creatures and a pom-pom, and then it has this most adorable squirrel progress keeper. I love it. So immediately I thought this was the perfect project to go straight into this bag, and that's where it's living right now. And it also now is on hold. So I cast this guy on Friday night, and this is my Friday night progress. So I cast this on. I got quite a ways along on here. And then that's when I realized I really didn't have a sweater to wear to Vogue Knitting Live Seattle. So I needed a sweater. I had bought yarn forever ago and I just had not started with it. And I had purchased needles and from Eat Sleep Knit, and they arrived on Saturday. So they arrived today at about 1 o'clock. And so this morning, and I knew that they were in transit out for delivery early this morning. So this morning I cast onto the band, and then I just waited until they got here and worked on the rest. But I'm knitting the Rock Creek. I do have a picture. I'm like uber prepared this time. This is what happens when I get to spend so much time not podcasting of the pattern. Okay, it's not the best picture, but it's a little bit longer in the back than it is in the front. And the front has this beautiful seed stitch texture that I don't know if you can see. And the back is just plain, and the sleeves are plain. So I got this cast on, and I am using, again, some Madeline Tosh. I had ordered some Farm Twist and the Merida colorway a while back ago to make this sweater, this specific sweater. I think I bought 5 or 6 skeins of this. And guys, I've gotten quite a bit done today. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of have a time frame. I'm shooting to have this done so I can wear it to Vogue Knitting Live. Even if I have to wear like sleeves on hold or something, I don't even know. I want to wear this so bad. So here we are. See how the back is just a little bit longer. You can see my front, and then the back kind of tails down just a bit, and the texture in the front. And I don't know if anybody else does this, but that's a bread bag clip. It's just holding my really long tail so it's not in my way. There's probably classier ways to do that, but it's easy. You can see how I'm keeping track. So after I knit a few rounds, I kind of did a little gauge swatch to see how many rows per inch I was getting. And for my size, I have to knit 17 inches in this pattern after you've done all your shaping and everything. But like, I'm supposed to be working for that many inches, and so I'm keeping track. Like, these little pink markers are every 20 rounds, and so I have knit now almost 50 rounds, and for my size I need to knit 102 before I can start doing sleeve stuff. So I'm halfway there in a day. I'm not alternating skeins again. I don't have time for that. I want to try and get this done. I'm hoping that doesn't end up biting me in the rear end, but they look so similar. I don't think it's going to be a problem. And this is one skein, and there's just like so much variation already in just one skein. Like, this top half seems darker than the bottom half. I don't care. So, anyways, that I'm hoping to have done. I'm hoping to have done in time for Vogue Knitting Live Seattle. Guys, if you're going to be there, come grab me and say hi. I'm just going to be walking around in the marketplace, and hopefully I have 2 sweaters that I'm looking to buy yarn for. I'm definitely going to be stopping in the Yarn in the House booth, Yoth Yarns, and there's so many. There's so many. So I want to get 2 sweater quantities, and one is a Caitlin Hunter sweater that I want to be working on, another one, and then I want to make the Veronica cardigan really, really bad. So both of those are on my list for yarn to buy. Everything else is kind of like, I might find something fun to come home with, but those are my main priorities. 2 sweater quantities to come home with me. And to just hang out and knit and say hi to everybody. That's it. Those are all my plans. So that's super exciting. Okay, we're at 40 minutes in. I have a little bit of enabling to show you. I have a couple things that came in that I purchased. And then I have a collection that I wanted to show you. Sorry, I'm getting myself some more tea. A collection that I wanted to show you that I dyed up, and I originally just had them ready to go, but some of them are pretty popular, and I think I'm going to have them dyed to order and make them staples in the shop. I love them that much. So, okay, and I am going to show the first installment of the Harry Potter club yarn that went out, but I'm going to do that at the very, very end. So if you haven't gotten yours, then you can just turn away or not look or whatever. But for the most part, everybody's gotten theirs because I checked. Okay, so Diane, my dear friend Diane of the Suburban Stitcher, she had a update right after she got back from a festival, and I can't remember which one it was, and she had a couple skeins of Night Gypsy on her single sock base, and immediately I snagged it. My favorite part is right here, those oranges that come through. Love it. I don't know what I'm going to make out of this yet. I think it's going to become a brioche type of shawl. I just need to find the other color. But that's kind of where my heart is set. Like some sort of brioche project on that. And then Jody and Tracy were talking about the Clark and Ellie sock colorway that they dyed, and it's the Georgia We're Podcasting colorway. And of course, first of all, it's Jody and Tracy, Grocery Girls. There are 2 of my favorites, so of course I had to go run and get this, but this is beautiful. And can I just say, like, for anybody, like, I love that they have Joshua 19 on there. But anyways, here we go. It's stunning. This is going to become, like, it's almost too pretty to become February socks, but I want these to be February socks so badly. So with this skein of yarn that I bought, she sent along a skein of yarn for you guys as well. Look at how pretty this is. Oh my gosh, I love that every single skein has a different verse on it. This one is Isaiah 40:31, but this is Stronger Than You Seem. And I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but inside here is this most beautiful purpley blue and these mustard yellows, like sunshiny mustard yellows. Beautiful. So these will go in my giveaway bin, or this will go in my giveaway bin. And this is Clark and Ellie yarn. So that came in, and then my bag came in. So I think I've had more things come in since then, but I honestly don't remember what they were. So, okay. So for October, oops. I wanted to celebrate Harry Potter a little bit. It's been something that I have done every year for the last 6 years. And so to not have Harry Potter happen in October was a little weird to think about. And so it's kind of just, it's something that I love. I love enjoying it with my kids. I love everything about Harry Potter. So I dyed up a few colorways. So this one is Cornish Pixies. I believe there are a few more of these in the shop on my 80/20 blend. Okay. I have Luna Lovegood. It's this beautiful mauve color, and it's got some blues and some golds because there is a picture of her wearing these blue leggings. Had to happen. Okay, there's this Hogsmeade. This one sold out really, really fast. It's like this beautiful, like golden tan, buttery tan color. Is that even a thing? With all of these beautiful different autumny speckles that happen. I love this colorway. So Hogsmeade. Here is a great wizard. It is this beautiful gray base with navies and golds and rust colored goodness happening. Love that one. This one was another huge hit. This is Lavender Brown. I'm sure this lighting is not doing it justice, but it does have my hair. It has this lavender almost wash with some browns and pinks and golds. I love it. Okay, this one is your Wizard Harry. This one I know is not picking up the pale blue that this skein is. It's like this beautiful icy blue wash. I'm super excited about this one. Love that. And then the last one that I have is Weasley Women. And I dyed this not just after Ginny and Molly Weasley, but also Hermione, because she at some point at the end, right? Not spoiling anything, we all know this, but she marries Ron and she becomes a Weasley woman too. So there are Hermione colors in here too. So it's Hermione and Ginny and Molly all mixed into one beautiful skein, Weasley Women. So there are a few of these still up in the shop, and then I believe pretty soon I'm going to be turning them into a dyed to order skeins and just having them up indefinitely because they are my favorites. I want them to become forevers in the shop. So that is everything. I'm going to wait until the very, very end to show you the club colorway, but thank you all for hanging out with me today. I know it's been a few weeks since I've podcasted last, so thank you for your patience. And for all of you that got to attend Rhinebeck, I'm one, uber jealous that you got to go, and two, so excited because all of you are posting your recaps and I feel like I'm there with you. So one of these days I'm going to get the opportunity to come. I kind of hoped it was going to be a couple years ago, but it didn't work out that way. So it's on my bucket list for next year. We'll see. So anyways, thank you all for hanging out with me. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. That would be awesome. Or share this video or something like that. And if this wasn't your jam, that's okay. There are so many out there that I'm sure you will enjoy. Otherwise, yeah, I'll talk to you all later. And now, if you're sticking around to see the Harry Potter installment of the club, stay tuned. If you do not want to see this, the show is pretty much over, so I'll see you guys all in the next time I record. Otherwise, okay. So, clubs. I put up my first club installment of my Harry Potter club, and because the very first month it was going to be October, I knew that I wanted to celebrate Harry Potter's birthday, and so that's what I did. My inspiration came from the scene when Hagrid gives Harry the cake, and they're in the big, in the, I guess, what do you call that? That cottage in the middle of the sea. And it's all dark, and there's Hagrid, and he's all brown with his brown hair, and the cake. It's a chocolate cake, and it has pink frosting and green lettering, and so there's bits from the movie and bits from the book. And so I came up with Happy Birthday Harry Potter. I'm going to take off my just slide my yarn band, I guess, down so you can see what it looks like. So I've got grays and pinks, minty greens, browns, I am so in love with this. I don't know what this is going to be yet. I think I might just keep all of my Harry Potter Club yarn. This won't be available in the shop until January, February, or until October, November, December installment is completely over. And so in January, I will release this as a colorway that you can order in the shop for anybody who wants to. And it goes so well with some of these. Like, I wanted to make sure that it all kind of went together. So, anyways, okay, we're officially all done. So thank you all for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, what's left of it, and I will see you again soon.